to my channel, Life with Patty, and welcome into my kitchen. So I've been on this streak lately. I made banana nut bread last week, and then I was on my face group page, and I have a recipe group that's, on Facebook that's separate than my own personal page. And I said, does anybody have a great recipe for a lemon bread, a lemon loaf? I've never made a lemon loaf, and I love it when I go to Starbucks or different places. I love to get lemon bread. So my friend Mark, he had a recipe. He says it's a copycat to the Starbucks lemon bread, but we are going to give it a whirl today. We're going to try it out. So I actually forgot to take my butter out, so it's a little firm. Hold on a minute. But we're just going to go with it. We're going to put it in the mixer, and it's not super hard. So we are going to start out with 2 tablespoons of butter. And last time I made the banana nut bread, I did forget to put the recipe in the description box, so I'm going to go back and do that while this is baking. And then hopefully when I post this, I will remember to put the recipe in the box for you. Okay, so we got 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And 3 large eggs. You guys see my apron that says Patty's Sweets on it? For a short time, I had a side business out of my home, baking, but let me tell you, I worked full time, and then I was baking, and I had a great business. I mean, I had lots of orders, but it got to the point where it was just like so much. I couldn't keep up. I was working and doing this, but I know that if something happened to my job, I think I would be fine with my baking because I had so many orders all the time. But anyways, my son, he had this apron made for me because I called my side business Patty's Sweets, and so the apron says Patty's Sweets and has a cupcake on it. Alright, here we go. And so we need 1 cup of granulated sugar. Okay, and I'm going to put this on and let it start to mix. Get that butter mixed up a little bit in there. Okay. I'm going to put this to the side. I'll be right back. Get everything over here I need. Okay, so we have in there right now 3 large eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We are now going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. This is vanilla. Did I say that right? I want to make sure. Okay. So vanilla extract, and now a teaspoon of lemon extract. Okay. And then 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. All right. That lemon extract already smells so yummy. Okay, and 1/3 cup of lemon juice. And folks, I am just using the bottled lemon juice, but if you have fresh squeezed lemons and you want to use that, that would be wonderful. Alright, so we have all those ingredients in here. We're going to let that mix up, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients. And so we have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder. I made my daughter-in-law, who's 8 months pregnant, a banana nut bread because she saw the ones I made and she was craving it after that. So I made her one and dropped it off to her today. So she was happy about that. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to put in, it's not the last thing, sorry. The next thing we're going to put in is 1 1/2 cups of flour. Oh yeah, that's mixing nicely now. My butter was soft enough. Alright, I'm going to stop this for a minute. Put the flour in there. So here is 1 cup, and then 1/2 cup. Alright, put that down and let that start to mix. Well, it's supposed to get up to, I think, 88 degrees today, so it's cooling down a little compared to what it was. It's so crazy. It was 91 degrees yesterday. Alright, and it says the last thing we're going to put in here is 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So I've got my vegetable oil here. Put that right in there. And I have my oven preheating right now to 350 degrees, okay? Good. Put that up a notch. Now I think this is only going to make 1 loaf. So we will see. I was hoping to make 2, but I think this is only going to make 1 loaf. So we're going to take our loaf pan, spray it with some non-stick spray. Yeah, this is only going to make 1 loaf. So we'll have a little bit to nibble on, then we'll take it to work. The girls at work like to have my baking. And then after, we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes and check it. Make sure that your toothpick comes out clean, and if so, we got a lemon loaf. So I went to Target today, you guys. I had to go over and do some lab work, so the next town over, which is 35 miles, and so I decided, oh, I'm going to hit Target and see how it is. And it was actually very nice. There was a guy out there counting how many people went in, but I guess we never reached the limit because he didn't stop anybody. And it was very nice. I had a pleasant experience. It's the first time since the pandemic that I have gone to do any shopping in Yuba City. I usually have been just staying in my own little hometown here, but I had to go over there for other stuff, and so I went, and they actually had some toilet paper, but I got some the other day. They had paper towels, so slowly it's getting stocked back up. Alright, you guys, I'm going to put this in the oven for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come back when it's cooled off. We're going to make a glaze for it and pour that over it, okay? So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, you guys, so here is our beautiful lemon loaf, all baked. It actually took 40 minutes, not 30. So I changed it on my recipe because I think for everybody it's going to be about 40 minutes. Now we're going to make a glaze to go on the top of it. And this is a cup of powdered sugar in here. Goodness gracious, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry about that. Alright, so we have a cup of powdered sugar in here. I remember my mom made glaze for cakes all the time when I was a kid. If she didn't have frosting or she didn't feel like making frosting, she would just use a glaze on them. So, okay, and then it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract. But you know what, folks? We're going to use a whole teaspoon of lemon extract today. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. And then it calls for 1/2 tablespoon of 1/2 and 1/2. And we are going to use a whole tablespoon. And so I am going to change it on my recipe when I post it, okay? So we're going to put those 3 things in there, and we're simply just going to mix it all up. And if it doesn't get wet enough, which a lot of times that happens, then you just add a little bit more milk or water. And if you see, like, this is just not even near enough milk. I knew that was going to be the case. But we're going to put another tablespoon in there. And you just do it little by little. I like my glaze I guess a little thin instead of the thicker. I don't know. This is still too thick in my world. So we are going to go ahead and add 1 more tablespoon. There we go. I think this is going to do it. Boy, you can really smell the lemon from the lemon extract also. So I'm going to test this one with you guys, and if I like it, I'm going to make another one to take to work. I'm just going to get a spoon out here. And some people just like to just drizzle a little bit. That's what we're just going to drizzle it back and forth for right now. I tend to like a lot of glaze on mine, but it does make it messy. And I might just save this glaze and put it onto the other bread that I make. But I am one that tends to like a lot of glaze. Oh, it does smell good. And it's still, I let it cool for 25 minutes before I put this glaze on it, okay? Let me get a knife and we're going to have us a little sample. Already have my napkin ready because I know it's going to be ooey gooey, rich and chewy. Not chewy, but it's going to be ooey gooey. And I'm just going to cut off the end piece here. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, that's for sure. I want to, but this is really good, you guys. I will post this recipe in the description box below for you. And for Carol, Vanilla Grandma, I did go back and post in the description box on my banana nut bread. I did leave that recipe for you. So if anybody else wants to check that out, go back and check that. And I might link that video below as well. Alright, you guys, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you try this lemon loaf, let me know how it turned out for you and what you thought about it. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye!